Hello everybody, I am the Bubble Bandit and I am actually Stan Lee's best friend's cousin's auntie's uncle. Today we are talking about Marvel Rivals. Yay! Marvel Rivals. The low-key comic book Gooner game that's, dude, it's not a Gooner game, okay, that was a joke. But it is very provocative. Everyone is hot in that game, even characters that probably shouldn't be. Although, with the exception of Jeff the Shark, he's just cute, and whether you like him or not, you can't deny he's a cute fella. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you all know what Marvel Rivals is by this point. I have played it a few times before this, but never longer than like 2 matches at a time, and I was playing on my own. However, now that I've played with friends, I actually find this game a hell of a lot more enjoyable, which, kind of seems to be the trend going on here. Games tend to be more fun when they're with your friends, especially multiplayer ones. So, it is what it is. It's designed that way. So, I didn't play many characters, mostly because none of them I really give a shit about playing. I have played DPS, I played a healer, and I played a tank in this video. Although, I will say the tank that I used to play was Emma Frost, and in recent updates she's been nerfed to shit. She's basically useless now, and she used to be quite OP. So they nerfed her, but they nerfed her a little bit too much. So she's only really good if you get a team up, which is another thing which makes this game unique. Team ups. That was a nice little segue there. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. All right. All right. Settle down, everybody. Settle down. Anyway, the team ups. The way they work is you have one character, and there's a list of other characters that other players can play as. That will give your both characters, or sometimes 3 characters, a boost in terms of damage, health, whatever it is. It depends depends on what the team up is. Now, like I said, Emma Frost, she's kind of only really worth it if you have a team up going. Otherwise, don't bother. It's pretty pointless. And yeah, it's kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame that they did that to her. 'Cause she was my main, and now she isn't. So I used to never really bother with healers. I was kind of always bad at them. The only ones I played before was Scarlet Witch for a little bit. I played, like I said, Emma Frost. And there was someone else, but I can't remember who they were, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the characters that I played for this was... that I have recently been playing since, recording this. Rogue. Rogue's pretty good. She's kind of OP, but you really have to get, up close if you want to do anything. There's no... Distance is not something that you can do other than close distance, and even then, they have to be pretty close to you anyway. There is White Fox, who's a newer character who... I'm a big fan of comic books. I don't know who the fuck she is, but she's kind of OP. She's pretty baller. She can defend herself as well with an alternative fire, where she just gets claws out and starts meleeing people. But her attack in general, much like pretty much every other healer, you shoot enemies, it does damage. You shoot heroes, like people on your team, it heals them. That's pretty much the way that it goes, She also has an ultimate where she turns into this giant Ninetales, like a shiny Ninetales. Actually, it's white. It's alright, it does a little bit of damage. You can get people with it, but it's ultimately not that great. And for DPS, I played Scarlet Witch again, and Black Widow. Black Widow's the other one. And I just want to say, right, so I played Black Widow. I got a 17 kill streak before dying. And if you recall the drama that happened a few months back with that Marvel Rivals tournament, how did that woman get no kills with Black Widow? How did that happen? Let's be honest, how did that happen? If me, someone who's barely touched the game, can get a 17 kill streak with Black Widow, how does someone who is apparently a pro Marvel Rivals player, how do you get 0? Okay, 0 kills and 8 deaths, and no assists either, by the way. Just playing for vibes? Sounds like a pretty good excuse, to be fair, when there's $40,000 on the line. Yeah, 40,000. That was what was on the line there. Playing for vibes. That's right. Yeah, awesome, awesome. But no, Marvel Rivals, like I said, is actually quite fun. Obviously, if you're not into these hero shooters, you're probably not going to have a good time. I don't think I need to explain that to you. It's not a foreign concept to think about that. But no, it's like I say, it is good fun. I had fun, especially for someone who doesn't really like hero shooters all that much. Having fun on a hero shooter is kind of crazy. It's kind of a wild concept to wrap your head around. There is the addition of Black Cat, Felicia Hardy, who's being added soon. And obviously she hasn't been added by the time I'm playing this, otherwise I would have shown her off. But White Fox is the newest character, and I also don't know why Marvel, or whoever the studio is, NetEase, is that who does this? I don't know why they don't do like 2 characters a season, or maybe more characters a season. I don't know if how often they add characters to this game. I think it's like 4 a year, but you could easily do 2 a year, not 2 a year, 2 a season, and that would make a lot more sense considering you're not going to run out of fucking characters anytime soon, are you? You know, Marvel's been going since the 40s. You know, there's maybe actually it's been going earlier than that. You know, you're not going to run out of characters anytime soon, especially because they're still making new ones. I mean, just look at the fucking X-Men. The X-Men alone. There's loads of them. You could add Jubilee in there. Slept-on character, by the way. You could add Havoc. You could add Colossus. It's actually surprising Colossus hasn't already been added into this game. There's loads of characters you could put in, and they just never did. They haven't even added Drax or Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy yet. And everyone else is there. You know, you've got Groot, you've got Rocket, you've got Star-Lord, they're all there, but those 2 aren't, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, aside from me just being a little bit of a comic book nerd here, I don't know what else to say, to be honest. There is a lot to do in Marvel Rivals, even just on the home screen. There's so much stuff that you can do in there. There's loads of costumes as well that you can obviously spend real money on, which I won't do. But there are also skins that you can buy from their store with a currency that is just called like units or something like that. You can get those just by playing the game naturally and by completing like daily and weekly challenges. You don't get much for them, and skins are quite expensive, but you know, that's kind of par for the course when you get a free currency in a game. I also have a Scarlet Witch skin, and I don't know how. I don't know how I have that skin. I don't know why I have it. I just have it. So I guess that's cool. I guess some part of me before, when I did play this for more than 2 matches, managed to somehow scrape by getting a skin, which is incredible for me. I don't know how I would have done that, but you know, I was gonna say it's a problem. It's actually not a problem. It's kind of cool, I guess. Maybe. No, I didn't spend real money on it. That's for sure. Maybe it was in a battle pass or something. I don't know. I kind of feel like there's not really a whole lot that I can say about Marvel Rivals because it is so popular. You know, like even if you don't play Marvel Rivals, you definitely know what it is and you've definitely seen it somewhere. So, you know, I guess if you haven't played it but you like Overwatch, this is much better than Overwatch. And for the nerds who are really into comic books, especially Marvel comic books, you've probably already fucking played this game. But if, in case you are more of a comic book nerd than a gamer, pick it up, give it a go. It's free, you might enjoy it. It's very multiplayer, so you know, you don't really need to worry about you know, lore being inaccurate. Plus, there are some costumes that are straight up from comic books. Like you've got Wolverine's Weapon X costume. You've got Psylocke's. Well, you've got Psylocke. You've got Magic, who have their X-Men uniforms. as well as pretty much every other X-Man, X-Woman from the X-Men. You've got some movie skins from the films, like I know that Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Captain America, they all have films from skins from films. And there's even Scarlet Witch has a Marvel Zombies skin, which was something that I knew existed from the comic books, but never watched the Marvel show about, because I'm kind of done with the MCU. I don't really care about it. I haven't cared for a while, since Spider-Man No Way Home. That's the last time I gave a shit about a Marvel film, because, you know, downhill. Whoa, right downhill. But yeah, I mean, again, it's good fun. You should go pick it up. You should go give it a play if it's your thing. I find DC better, but Warner Brothers will do anything other than make a DC game since Batman, because there was actually meant to be a Wonder Woman game. That got scrapped. There was meant to be a Superman game. That got scrapped. And Injustice 3, the NRS, NetherRealm Studios, fighting game, is due and has been due for quite a while, considering when was it? Injustice 2 came out in like 2017, and since then we've had Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1, and still no Injustice, even though it should have been in a rotation. But, you know, Warner Brothers, they're Warner Brothers. They don't make money off of anything that isn't Harry Potter, Batman specifically, or Lord of the Rings. So, yeah, that's kind of the three properties they have. They do have more, they just won't do anything with them. Probably for tax reasons. But yeah, I mean, I like Marvel. I'm more of a comic book guy myself than I am like a live media when it comes to comic books and comic book franchises, but that's just me. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here because I feel like, again, I don't really know what to say. You already know what Marvel Rivals is. It's good fun on your it's good fun with friends. It's not as much fun on your own. But again, there are people out there who do play multiplayer games on their own and still have fun. So, cool. If that's what you want to do, play on your own. If that's what makes you happy, go for it. I am not going to judge you for it. But yeah, I'll end the video here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So, catch you later. Bye.